Run.
Hello everybody, my name is Malte and today I'm going to be teaching you how to elevate your snap change within just 3 simple steps. So let's get going. Alright, so first things first. What even is a snap change? If you never heard of it, a snap change is possibly one of the most overused techniques in social media magic and magic in general. It's a really simple beginner technique which looks something like that. Alright, you snap and then a card changes into another card. So first of all, if you don't know what how a snap change is done, I will teach it to you now. If you're just here to elevate your snap change to the next level, skip to the time that I'm putting right here. Alright, just skip to that time and there I will be covering how to elevate your snap change. Alright, but let's begin with a tutorial how to even do the snap change itself. So if you're not familiar, what's happening is basically that you have 2 cards lining up each other and then you will push this card with that finger in a motion that is so fast like a snap. Alright, so from the side it looks something like this. Boom. And then you will be holding this card between your palm and your middle finger, and the angle makes it so that the spectator can't see this card. Alright, so yeah, boom and snap. Really practice this before you go to the part of how to make your snap change better. So yeah, just keep doing this over and over. Also important is that you can hold 2 cards without them flashing. Alright, so really have them squared up and snap. Alright, so let's talk over how to elevate your snap change, and let's start with step number 1. Alright, so step number 1 on how to make your snap change better is pretty basic. It's a cover up, how I call it, or maybe misdirection, or whatever you want to call it, really. Everything works. So what that is this little flick I'm doing while snap changing. You could also snap, that's where the name originally comes from, because you snap while doing it. And that is basically to cover up the noise that these cards make. Alright, so when performing, you don't just want to go ahead and do that snap change because everyone will hear it. Alright, except you're doing it on social media and you have music covering it or whatever. But if you are performing the snap change in person, you really want to cover up that noise. So what I do is I flick the card so it makes this noise while I do the snap change. And that way I can cover up that noise and no one will even suspect that this happened. Because it's so fast, and with this flick it really seems like, boom, the card has changed through this flick. It also adds a little bit of misdirection, so it's really great. That's the way I do it. So let's jump over to tip number 2. Tip number 2 covers your hand holding. So what I see a lot of people do is just this, holding the card into the camera and then snap changing. Alright? But what that makes is that the spectator sees a difference. If you watch a video over and over again, you will see that there are all these fingers, and when you snap change, so when the card changed, there's only one finger left. So that's really a problem when you are filming, for example, for social media, because the people watching your video can watch it over and over again and they will see, something suspicious might have happened, these fingers are suddenly gone. So they can think in their head that you might have done something like this. So what you want to do to not make that happen is you want to hold the card in the position that you're at after the snap change. Alright, so hold both cards with only one hand, like this, and when you snap change, you basically just shake or flick as I told you, and in that motion you want to come out with these fingers and then snap change, so that you're in the exact same position after your snap change as you were before. Alright, so don't do that, do this instead. Alright, and if you shake, for example like that, no one will ever notice. You can also do a snap change like this. Alright, but just make it look like nothing has happened really, you know? So that the card you're holding looks the exact same afterwards as before you snap changed. So yeah, keep those fingers down, hold it only like that, and then when you snap change, get them out and boom. And that will really elevate your effect to a new level. Alright, so let's give the third and final tip on how to make your snap change way better. So the third and final tip on how to make your snap change better is basically be creative, alright? Get creative. Oh, I just dropped my card there. Get creative with your snap change. Don't just, I don't know, control the card and then show off that snap change. Everyone in the entire internet that has watched a magic trick before on there will have definitely seen that snap change, alright? So everyone will have seen that, it's nothing new, so come up with creative ideas. I will try to put in some creative ideas of my own in here, what I did with the snap change before, and yeah, you might see that right now. And yeah, really just come up with your own ideas, get creative. There's so much stuff you can do with a snap change. For example, what I used to do is do the snap change like this by covering it up with a deck and then just basically doing something like this, and then you can, I don't know, then you can see the cards. But really come up with colors, with ideas by what I did, ripping the card and then do a snap change. Or really, there are so many ways you can do the snap change. For example, like this, and no one would suspect that I actually have it here. So yeah, just come up with your own ideas, get really creative with the snap change. There's so much you can do with it. And yeah, take tip number 1 and tip number 2 for those ideas to elevate your snap change to the next level. And yeah, if you should post a snap change video or something like that, just make sure you can always tag me on @MaltesMagic on Instagram or wherever, and I am going to watch it. I really would like to see what you did out of the snap change. And yeah, I will definitely leave a like and comment and whatever if you do this snap change, and just tag me or post it under the hashtag @MaltesMagic, #MaltesMagic, sorry, on Instagram, and I will watch your videos. So I hope I could help you with this video, and yeah, I hope I could make your snap change a little bit better and a little bit more natural as well. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Make sure to subscribe to not miss out on any future tutorials and videos. The next video coming on this channel will be a building time where I'm going to be covering magnetic cards. So yeah, make sure to check that out. Also, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.